and welcome to WRPB and WRPB Studios. You know, you get to a certain age, and a lot of us have this issue of losing our hair. But just because we lose some of it doesn't mean there's not a plan for what we can do as guys. With me is Brian and Manny from Taylor Cut Barber Lounge?
Barber Lounge. Yes, sir.
Taylor
Taylor
Cuts
Cuts Barber Lounge.
Okay, so I brought them both in because they're my examples, okay? This is what happens when you have some hair, and that's what happens when you're like me, you have no hair. Okay, but you have a beard, so that kind of works with it. And it's funny because women seem to do all kinds of stuff with their hair, and men really don't. We don't, like, kind of go out of our way. We always have the same haircut. We always do the same thing. But times are changing, I think. I think
Definitely.
men are starting to do different things with their hair. Now, how long you guys been in the industry?
Well, we started school together in 2014.
So about 6, 7 years?
6, 7 years, yeah. About.
Okay, so now you guys decide, well, you knew the industry you were getting into, but you decided to partner up together?
Years
Yeah.
later, we actually partnered up.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually about 3 years ago, baby. 3
Yes,
years ago.
in early
Okay.
2018. Yeah.
So, I don't know this industry, so I'm going to ask some questions that might sound stupid to you guys,
Yeah.
but to me, it surely sounds stupid, but I have to ask it anyway.
No stupid
Is
question.
your style that you use, like, man, your style different than Brian's style?
I feel like everybody's style is a little different, like, from in the same shop and other shops. Like, you know, when you're in the same family, you kind of have, like, similarities, I feel, versus, like, other shops, but everybody's got their own unique
Brian,
style.
what are the different things you do? Because now you guys have beards, so I'm sure that you do beards, mustaches, haircuts. Sad to say the mullet's coming back.
Yeah, that's a very popular one coming back.
Is it?
Yeah.
It really is.
Really popular?
Hmm.
But there's what men do. We do enhancements also, like beard enhancement or hair enhancement. Like if you want to make it darker, if you're having like light spots.
You made
There's
light
different products we use to make it fill in.
See, women always had these things. Now we're finally starting to get them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they've always been around, but we're finally starting to use them. And
Yeah.
I'll tell you something interesting. My hair is gray because I'm older than dirt. And what I have found is if I let it get grayer than this, which it is, it looks like I have no hair on the camera. So what I end up doing is I end up dyeing it.
I love it.
And I didn't know that there's different ways to dye it. So I would use this.
Shampoos, there's
Right. Well, I use the stuff that you use on your beard,
Mm.
but that lasts like 4 days, 5
Yeah,
days.
Wash this off. It's
Right. It washes it
it's
off. So
semi-permanent.
semi-permanent, permanent.
what would okay? So what would your recommendation be if I was coming in and I said, "Hey, here's the problem. My hair's gray. I like the gray. Don't get me wrong. So when I do it, I do like this side, the top and the back. I leave the grays like over here. Would it permanent be the way to go?
Yeah, if you want it to last a little longer, I feel like you could, since you like to keep the grays over here, you kind of like get it a little blended in. I don't know if you know, the wisdom over here.
Oh, you mean when he got old?
Yeah, the little. But we could blend it in like something like that, so it doesn't look like it's just like completely black and then gray. You know what I'm saying? We'll blend it in, make it look nice and neat.
Interesting. So you've been in the industry a while. One of the things I see, and they've always been around, is beards and mustaches. Are they making a resurgent beards? Like, are more people starting to get beards?
Oh yeah.
I feel like it,
People
for sure.
come in for just their
Just their
beards.
beards.
Really?
Mhm.
Yes.
See, I'm sure that you ran into people like me whose skin is very sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so for me to shave with a regular razor, it's brutal on my face, no matter
Yeah.
which ones I try. So I have this electric razor, and it doesn't do a great job, but I don't really care.
As long as it's
So
not irritating skin.
okay, so and my hair's a little gray, so sometimes you don't see it. And I change. I'll wear a mustache. I'll wear a beard sometimes. Depends on how lazy I'm going to be at that period of time.
Mhm.
My hair grows in the back really fast, and then it starts to curl. How often, like, should someone come in and have their hair done? Like, he's got to do his hair. You got to do your hair like almost every day. You got to shave your
I
head.
do every 3 to 4 days.
Okay.
I don't have time to do it tomorrow.
Yeah.
We're busy.
So,
We're
yeah,
busy.
we get busy for sure.
I was looking rough yesterday.
Yeah, we were both looking rough yesterday, but
We took care of that.
we took care of that, yeah, because we knew we had to come in and
And you want to look good?
wanted to
Yeah,
be
I
a little
want-
presentable, not like that caveman.
Okay, this is my show.
But,
Everybody knows me as very much a down-to-earth, Jimmy Buffett kind of guy.
Mhm.
No socks. Okay, if I didn't have to wear shoes, I wouldn't wear shoes. And some days you'll see me shaved, some days you won't see me shaved. I don't really care
Mm.
because it's not for me. Everybody knows me for so many years. They know that this is just who I am.
yeah.
Who I am today is who I am tomorrow, who I am a year from now. But for me, I want to start going somewhere and getting a shave. Because I think that is, and I've been through that, and that is very pampering for a guy.
It is.
It is. It's
Relaxing.
Right. Okay. Like getting your hair cut is like, all right, I gotta get my hair cut. But getting a shave is really relaxing, and it has some value. So, if I came in there, can I just like get a shave?
A hot
Yeah,
towel
of course.
shave.
Yeah.
Hot towel shave. The haircut with the hot towel shave.
And if you just
You need hair for that.
Man,
Oh,
you got hair. You got hair.
Really?
We can make it look good.
yeah,
We can make it
people
look
come
good.
in with less, believe it.
yeah.
man,
Like you?
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean, I have more if I grew it out.
no
but
matter
it's-
how much I lose my
Let it
hair,
go.
I always say I'm never going to shave it. I'm going to let it go its path. My dad lost his hair at an early age. If I don't take after my dad, and then he got a toupee, and it's back years. And now I'm sure the quality is just unbelievable on some of the toupees and stuff.
Oh, there's so much more
Yeah.
than people. don't even-
Toupees.
There's a
SMP, scalp micropigmentation, which would be like,
almost a tattoo.
yeah, it's like a semi-permanent tattoo.
Okay, so I went in. I have a friend who's an advanced esthetician, and she said I can grow your hair.
Mm.
And I went there for these treatments. So they put aloe, and then they take like a tattoo gun, and they go through your head. And then the next appointment, the following week, is a roller with pins
Mm-hmm.
or needles. Very short. It didn't take long, but a little painful. I mean, I have tattoos, and some are painful, some are not. But are people going towards, and I hate to say it this way, less hair? Like, you have hair on the top of your head, and it could be a lot longer, I'm sure.
Yeah,
But you shave the sides.
yeah.
Is that? So I can tell you, growing up,
Mm.
okay,
It
you
was
guys
a-
weren't around.
Mhm.
Summer came, my mom took us to get crew cuts,
Yeah,
and I cried for 3 weeks till my hair grew back. I hated it. Okay,
Yeah.
like hair short like that, it just for me
It
just
wasn't
doesn't
style.
work. Right. And I've had the same style hair, even though I don't have as much hair anymore, as I've always had. I always do it the same way: push it to the side, have it cut to the edge of my ear, so I can put it behind my ears, and then the back. I've just started to like short because it grows so fast, and I don't like it when it curls up. There are times I can make a ponytail because it grows that fast. People who come in, do the main reason they come in for a haircut, or they come in for a shave, they come in for a mustache trim? I mean, I know you offer a bunch of different things. What's the main thing people come in for?
I think
Haircuts.
mostly haircuts, but like,
They always add the beard.
yeah,
with
you
it.
can they'll always want to add something to it, or if we talk to them about something, they might want to consider it or try it, like enhancements, like we said. They might start with a haircut, and they're like, you know what, it looks good. Can you do my beard really quick? Because you did a good job. So,
Does it?
Yep.
Everybody's different. Like for me, every 4 to 6 weeks, if I don't cut the back, it'll go really, really long. I'm sure you have regulars that come in all the time. Do they come
Sure.
in for the same type of thing? Like for me, I would come in because the back of my hair grows really, really long. Or do people come in and say, you know what, I want to try a different style?
You both. I have somebody that comes in every week. It's the same thing. He's an older gentleman. He likes his cut a certain way,
just like it is, yeah.
and that's what he sticks to. And there's people who like to switch it up.
Mm-hmm.
They like a little part here, and they want the part here next time. They want-
You know,
they-
line,
You know, what you guys do falls in the category, in my opinion, of art.
I agree.
Okay?
It is.
I can definitely see that, yeah.
Like people think art is someone with a paintbrush, but
So,
the guy who does your lawn and does the plants, that's art. You doing hair, mustache, that's art. because there's a skill to it. It's not something that, for me, it's not.
It's more of a sculpting art.
How you see it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's not a
polishing it,
DIY.
Shaping, yeah, like,
Okay.
mhm.
I don't think it's a do-it-yourself thing. The basics are, but I've done the DIY, and not that it bothers me, but I've already walked around with a half a mustache and half a beard, and and I've had a beard, and I've had a mustache. I have my mustache now. It's funny because as I got older, it's gray, so it almost looks like patches because of the gray. Okay, it doesn't look like a full mustache. I could dye it, but I think when you have gray hair, and people know that you have gray hair, and then all of a sudden you come out and your mustache is black, you kind of look ridiculous. I
Yeah.
think. Now you have light hair,
Mm.
and it's interesting because your beard has a lot of red in it,
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
as mine would,
Mhm.
back in the day. Okay, when I was your age. Okay, it's like now it's like the gray, but
Mhm.
do people dye their beards and mustaches too?
Yeah. Actually, yesterday I was actually doing my own beard, and I kind of messed it up a little bit. So I put a little bit of dye just so it wouldn't look so
So it looks fuller.
a little bit fuller. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's interesting because you're getting gray. You have gray in yours? I
A
mean, you
little
cheated
bit,
a
yeah.
little
I
bit, so I
cheated
was
a
just
little
kind of
bit.
curious. Like, he's got a little gray in his. Would you dye yours if it gets too gray, or are you just going to deal with the fact that that's what you
my
want?
wife likes it.
Does she?
Yeah,
Yeah. It's interesting. Women like men with gray hair.
they do.
Yeah, you-
I don't. I
Must
like.
be popular, huh?
Yeah. Nothing will make me popular. Get over it. Okay. I like the gray on the sides. Okay. I don't like it all gray, but it is who it is, and it is what it is. But I would never want to get rid of this gray on the side. There was a show many, many years ago called The Nanny. I don't know if you've ever
Yeah,
seen it.
from Queens.
Okay.
Mm.
Right. And he always had his dark hair and a patch of gray.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought that was like really kind of cool. And I was young, so I wasn't having any gray. But now I was like, now I got the gray, but it just won't be a patch. It seems to cover everything for some reason. Why? Like, I know women now, young women are dyeing their hair gray.
Yeah.
Are
black.
men dyeing their hair gray too, or is it just really in the women's sector?
I mean, I've seen people. I don't know. You've seen people that.
Not as much in men as
No,
women.
I mean, but I've seen people that want to do it.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen people that want to do it for sure.
There's some guys who get the pompadour and
Yeah,
they have
they
that
want
that white
the
hair.
slick
Looks
back.
great.
Really?
Yeah, it looks great.
Seems
on
way
them.
too much work for me. I need
Yeah,
something.
some people are.
I need something that's
they-
simple.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I agree.
wake up and go.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I'm that.
It's-
type
this
of
is
man
me.
Too.
Hmm.
Well, yours is too simple.
Yeah.
Okay. You're holding your sunglasses on your head, which is pretty much amazing, and it stays there.
It's a
Just
big
there.
head. That's right.
Okay, so you get into this industry, and what I found about your industry from people I've interviewed and stuff, it's very cliquish, meaning that people who do hair end up going out with people who do hair. They go to happy hour with people who do hair. They have that connection, like servers go out with other servers.
Right. You become a family when you're with each other all day, every day.
Yeah, so a lot of people just, and then there's people like me that go out with anybody. We don't care. We talk to everybody and go with everybody. So it doesn't really matter. But I find it, it's almost like a family because you've all gone through the same thing.
Hmm.
Have you ever messed up?
I feel like everybody does. It's just like I don't.
You don't learn from
Yeah.
if you don't never make
Learn from your
mistakes.
mistakes. Yeah, exactly.
So the question becomes, if you make a mistake, is there always a way to kind of fix it? Like I know I have a tattoo, and when they did the outline of the tattoo, it has a word across it.
Hmm.
Okay, it has this WRPB. Well, they made a mistake, and I said, "Oh my God, it's going to be easier changing my company name than it is changing the tattoo." But no, because they hadn't shaded it in yet, and they were able to fix it. So if you cut a spot and it's not really the way they want it, can you is there fixes for stuff like that?
I mean, there's things you could do. There's
Depending how bad
it depends.
deep you went into the hair or whatnot.
Yeah, but there's
There's always a way to fix
always,
it.
always a way to fix it. Yeah.
They might not be exactly what they wanted from the yeah, but
The cool thing about hair is it goes back.
yeah.
So if it's too short, you wait a week or two, and it's growing back. Since you've been in the industry, you've been in a while, has the equipment that you use changed?
Definitely.
Is it
Yeah.
better?
I feel like yeah, we've gotten a lot more cordless stuff.
Right.
Everything cordless.
So you don't have any wires tangling up while you spin the chair and all that. The charge holds a little longer and the motors are a little stronger, so they go through the hair a little easier.
Well, here's what I found. I don't know who makes it. It's called maybe Norelco 1.
Mhm.
It's a little yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of looks like what you guys would use, except when I use it, it still leaves some hair. It doesn't get, like you guys use stuff, and you guys can make like this perfect line.
Mhm.
Is that because the equipment you're using is better than what we use, or what we can get?
It is. We can zero gap our tools.
Can you?
The tools I usually buy at Walgreens which is fine. You can use to maintain yourself, but to get that sharp look, you're gonna have to spend money for a better tool or go to the barber.
Well, and we know that. We know that the tools that you use, no matter what industry you're in, the better the tool, the easier the job, the better it comes out. I was at one of these guys outside who sells barbecue.
Mm-hmm.
And a guy comes by with his kid, and in the side of the kid's hair is the Steelers emblem. And the guy comes and says, "My wife's going to kill me. When she sees what I took him to get a haircut, this is what I get." Do you have people who want stuff like that?
Yeah, I have
Oh, go ahead.
a 5-year-old son, so he's like, "Oh, Daddy, can I get Batman today?" And then next week, can I get Superman? And
Can you do
the
that?
Hulk? Yeah.
Do you have the? I mean, that's
yeah,
a
we're tailor
talent in
cuts.
itself.
We're tailor cuts, so. We could do that. We do logos and whatever things they want. I have kids that will come and ask for stars or little random designs, zigzags, and
Well, that makes you guys like artists, really. I mean, when you talk about sculpturing, that's really the epitome of sculpturing, but you're sculpturing with hair, which is really pretty amazing. All right, we're getting to the top of our time. Brian, how do people find you? You have an address?
It's 3035 Southwest Port St. Lucie Boulevard.
Okay, so you're just west of Gatlin,
Yes.
right before Darwin. There's a Walmart,
Food
what we
center.
call Small Mart. Okay, yeah, because it's like a
Neighborhood,
food center.
neighborhood
Yeah,
food
neighborhood.
center.
Walmart. So you're
Walmart.
in that center?
Yes.
Oh, cool. You have a phone number?
yeah, it's 772-237-2707.
And you have a website?
Yeah, tcbarberlounge.com.
You know, I want to thank you guys for coming in and kind of enlightening us on some of the things that can be done. I'm going to probably come in and get a shave because I haven't had one in a long time. And I think, like, women go and get their nails done, their hair, and they get pampered.
You gotta pamper yourself.
We
once in a
don't
while.
do that. And I don't know that, like, going in and getting my nails done would pamper me. It would really bother me because of filing and stuff. But I remember, because I've gotten a shave, and it is probably the most relaxing time you can probably ever have. It's just
It is.
really comfortable just to sit there. You know, getting your hair cut is something you have to do. And sometimes it's not so comfortable. They're cutting your hair, they're brushing it. It's like, all right, you're getting really close with the scissors to my ear. My dad, when I was a kid, he decided to cut my hair one time, cut the bottom of my ear. One time. That was enough.
Traumatizing, huh?
Yeah.
Yep, definitely traumatizing. But he didn't have any skill. I can't take that because he was in the garment line and he cut materials and stuff, and he was a whiz at that. But my ear just didn't take to it. It didn't take to it too well. All right. So what's the phone number again?
772-237-2707.
Call and you make an appointment, or you can just walk in.
Call, make an appointment.
Schedule online.
Yeah,
Online scheduling is very easy.
Is it?
And a lot of
A lot
people,
easier.
you can see what time was available, and when
I
you
think
come in, you'll get right to the seat. You don't have to
walking
wait
in is a problem because if you have people there and you guys are busy,
We get very.
We get
you
very
can
busy.
wait. And if there's an appointment that follows right after that, you have to wait even longer. So
Yes.
I would surely recommend that you make an appointment. Is there a special site that you make the appointment on, or you make it on your website?
tcbarberlounge.com.
Okay.
You can follow us on Facebook, Taylor Cuts Barber Lounge.
Instagram.
Instagram, same thing. And there's ways for you to book online through there. Like you said, you can see all the times available. You can book at midnight if you want to.
Can you?
Yeah, you can book
Yeah, anytime you want. So like if the store hours is not open, there's nobody to answer the phone. You can make an appointment right from your phone.
Well, a good example here is that not everybody, like you came in today, it's during the day. Not everybody can come in during the day. What are your hours?
We have a very open hour. We have Monday through Friday, 9 to 8. Then Saturdays 8 to 8.
Oh, wow.
Sundays are shorter days, 10 to 4.
That's a 7-day week. So that's a full
7-day
week.
Yeah.
Are you both there at the same time?
No days off.
No days
No
off?
days off.
Are you still married? That's pretty amazing. Oh, maybe that's why you're still married. Okay.
Right?
I get that. With that, I want to thank Brian and Manny for coming on.
Thank you, sir.
Taylor Cuts
Barber Lounge.
Barber Lounge,
Yes, sir.
Port St. Lucie. Check them out. And guys, we'll be right back.
Appreciate it.